What's going on, guys? It's your boy Burroke77 here with my main man, Brad Thomas. We're talking Brad's favorite team. We got PSV versus Juventus. Brad, obviously a Juve supporter. You can see the jersey in the back. I also sent him a very nice shirt.
Yes.
One that I'm kind of rocking here.
I wear it all the time.
I got the TwoFootTalk special. You can find merch links down below if you want. I got the Benz wrap one on. He's got Juventus versus everybody. Look, I like this Juventus side. We know how they play in Champions League, though. They are up a goal on aggregate. You're going into an extremely hostile environment in PSV. PSV are not pushovers, especially in Europe. You see the 2 stars above their crest. They've won this tournament twice. This isn't a fucking joke, guys. PSV is a real-ass club. They do have a lot of sting taken out of them, in my opinion, with no Ricardo Pepe. I have not liked what I've seen out of
And no Tillman.
What's up?
And no Tillman either.
Yeah, and no Tillman. I do know Tillman came on as a sub late in the last game. I don't know if he's fit enough to start for this one, so we'll have to see about that. But yeah, look, I haven't loved what I've seen out of Luke De Jong. He's struggled to finish, but he is Mr. European Night. And he's basically automatic from the PK spot. So you can't give up a PK to him. That said, this screams Juventus draw to me. This screams Juventus is going to play the Juventus game. They're going to try and grind out a 0-0 or a 1-1. They are up on aggregate, and it's frustrating because you're like, dude, I want to take Juve on the money line at plus 200. You're giving me them as dogs on the road up a goal, but this plus 270 looks like a fat runner to me. I could see it easily being I think PSV score at home here. I think the atmosphere is going to carry them. I actually kind of really like PSV to score first, get that energy under them, get the first goal, and then Juve is just going to wear these guys down. They're going to get the answer, and it's probably going to end 1-1. So I'm leaning the draw here at plus 270. Smart moves play the draw no bet on Juve. I'll tell you that right now. I'm going to take a stab and play the draw straight up. I like both teams to score. I for sure like both teams to score. I liked it last game. I like both teams to score. I like the over. It will depend on me for this PSV lineup. I know I was talking in your Discord when somebody was asking about both teams to score live. I might have given some bad advice, but I didn't love the lineup. I wanted to see Bakayoko in there because I think he's absolutely nasty. I wanted to see a little bit different lineup from PSV. I thought they went a little defensive on the road versus Juve, and I think it kind of bit them in the ass.
Yeah, I was on both teams to score in that game. But this is a totally different Juventus in this game than the first game because Cambiaso is going to be healthy. I think that's massive. Dude, listen, there was a bet I was going to smash it. When corners came out, I was going to be on PSV first half corner handicap. I would have priced it minus a half at minus 150. It came out minus 250. At that price, you might as well just take Juventus plus 1.5 on the first half corner handicap and just say, Juventus, you get 2, we win, right? Yep. PSV are going to come flying. Juventus don't really think they're going to go forward that much. This one is a massive, massive lineup check. So I made predicted lineups for this one, and I was thinking of how they played, how they would set up where they can still be in a good situation, but still a good situation defensively, but still go forward if this game gets leveled. They keep Cambiaso comes back, right? So you start Cambiaso. They put Thuram there in place of, let's see who you have. Luis is out anyway. They put Thuram in place of Luis. They play McKinney in the middle, but instead of him being attacking, he comes back to be holding. And so then that gives you Yildiz and Gonzalez playing underneath Muani. That is the Juventus lineup that I want to see because I think that gives them the biggest threat defensively where they can a lot of hold-up play. But also if things break down, it's quick transition for this team to go out and score and make something happen. I think Juventus draw this match. Listen, Juventus still have the best defensive record in all of Europe.
Yes, they do.
If they can't go out and get at worst a draw, fireable offense.
Look, I don't disagree with you. The one bone I always have to pick with Juventus is, man, their fans just fucking hate Weston McKennie. I don't know why. He's the best player, and you might look. Muani is playing very well right now, and he is getting the buckets. But that fucking piss missile McKennie scored was absolutely world class. I like McKennie to take a shot. I don't hate McKennie to put a shot on target either. He's a big game player, and all he does is deliver in the biggest moments.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the bias is against Americans there. They don't seem to have the same hard-on against Timmy Way, but they tried to short McKennie on his contract. I thought it was bad, dumb business by Juve because without a doubt, for the entire season, despite what Muani's been doing for him, McKennie's hands down the best player in your starting 11.
He's
and
balling.
He can play every single position on the pitch. He could probably play goalkeeper. I know he's short, but like he's got hops. So you probably play every single position on the pitch. And he's got a mad engine on him. And like I've heard dudes picking on him because they think he's like kind of chubby or overweight. I don't know. I watch him play 90 minutes at full throttle every fucking game for you guys. So
yeah,
I don't know what the beef is with McKennie there. But I love Weston. I think it's going to be really, really difficult to beat this Juventus team who knows what it takes to win in Europe. They know what it takes to win Scudettos. This is one of the most decorated clubs in Italy this decade and the decade prior.
Yeah.
You just kind of got to go with the experience here. I know that they've been struggling with their manager a little bit with consistent starting 11s, but, you know, if you're giving me Muani too, where's Muani? He's plus 210 for an anytime goal. I'm probably going to have to take that. If I see Bakayoko in this starting 11, I'm probably going to have to take that. I do have to give credit where it's due. My boy Wanners, who tuned into the live show, gave out Perisic at plus 550.
Dude.
You cannot count out the ex-Serie A player playing against a Serie A side who's very, very good in Europe. If you see Perisic again, that was a great call by Wanners. I slept on it. I was like, Perisic is old. I don't know if I like that one. And he got an absolute worldie of a goal against you guys.
Dude, Perisic is our freaking. He's the Juventus slayer. And listen, speaking of which, if he starts, I'm taking him over 1.5 goal. 1.5 shots. 1.5 shots at minus 120. If Bakayoko starts, I'm going to take him over 2.5 shots at minus 140.
Yep.
One of them is going to start there. And I think one of them is going to cover that line in the first half. Their line in the first half. So that's how I see it. I think listen, what did I have the projected? I had the projected shots for PSV at 15. That's a lot of shots to go around. But the reason I did I say that is I wanted to bet PSV team total shots over. The books knew, dude. I think they said it like 16 or 17 and a half. They were like, oh yeah, 15. I mean, normally it'd be like 13 and a half, and they moved it all the way up to 15. So I moved it up to 16 or 17. So but yeah, I like both of those guys. That's a lineup check. Just wait to see which one starts.
I also really like Noah Lang on the other wing too. I really rate Noah Lang. I think he's a very, very good player. I will also throw in the caveat of just it's European football. It's a European night. It's at PSV, who has been European champions. I would not be surprised if we see 3 to 5 minute match delay here at the beginning of the game because they can't get the flare smoke off the field to see the pitch. This building is going to erupt. This is going to be one of the rowdiest atmospheres in Europe this week. I like Juventus. The smart plays, the draw no bet. You can find that plus 120 over on Caesars. That's the best number. Plus 110, pretty much. You're getting a plus number on it anywhere you go. But plus 120 is the best number. I'm going to take a stab on the draw as a solo. I do like both teams to score. If you guys want to throw a dart at a 1-1 exact score, that's kind of what I'm feeling. It sounds like that's kind of what Brad's feeling.
God, if you want to unload on PSV player prop shot props, I'd just like have at it. This is one of those games where I wish we had first half shot props still because
I know, dude. That market was a cheat code, and they know. Veerman and Schlauten, or however you want to say it, here in the midfield. Good targets for set pieces. The nice thing about PSV is like all of these Dutch teams are just full of dudes that are like over 6 foot. Like, you know, like you take a look at the Dutch national team. I don't think they have a player registered under like 5'11" on the national team squad. Anyway, appreciate you guys. Be sure to follow us on social media at Burrow77. Brad's links are down in the description, and we will be back to cover the final game. You know, we had to save the best for last. It's Real Madrid versus Man City. We outside!